Iron Talk is brought to you by Case IH.
The AFS Connect Farm Management System from Case IH connects you, and only you, to the information you need most from your equipment, from anywhere, at any time. AFS Connect, only from Case IH.
Drainage tile work got a later than normal start on many farms this fall, and it continues where weather permits. One of the big projects farmers were working on was increasing the amount of tile in certain areas of the fields. I'll explain in today's Iron Talk. Owning your own tile plow is pretty handy sometimes, especially when you have some problem areas in your fields. Fixing iron deficiency chlorosis spots in soybeans or alkali areas is a great example. When you have an area where water sits on the soil surface for a few extra days after a rain, you could be setting yourself up for a buildup of salts, carbonates, and nitrates, as well as high and rising soil pH. In most cases, improving the drainage will solve the problem for the long term. However, how close should you put the tile spacings? What many farmers are finding out is that soil is a little heavy in these areas of the field. That's a good thing for crop production potential, but it requires drain tile lines to be placed much closer together to be effective. Farmers with 100-foot tile spacings are narrowing them up to 50 feet or even 25 feet. In the IDC or alkali areas, we see many farmers having great success taking these small areas of the field and putting tile in at 10 to 15-foot spacings and keeping them shallow at only 2.5 to 3 feet deep. I realize 10 to 15 feet spacings, that sounds expensive and it sounds excessive, but it really isn't. It's really what's needed in these small areas of the field. And when you look at how many actual acres you're tiling this way, it doesn't end up to be a whole lot. But it can solve these areas for a long period of time. This can turn slow draining problem areas into productive areas that are going to yield like the rest of your field will. Try this approach on just a few areas on your farm this year. I'm confident you'll like the difference it can make. That's all for today's Iron Talk, and now back to the show.